Well, it's interesting to think about how our ancestors responded to disruptions, whether they came from environmental factors or cultural factors or combinations of them. This nice study has looked at 30,000 years of evidences collected from various sources like archaeological changes, population declines, etc. Sorry, my eye is itching suddenly. And they tried to relate the responses of the people at the time across the world. They looked at all evidences available, which pretty much covered all civilizations or pockets of population that lived across the planet. And they found that based on the rate at which the disruption dropped a population or produced some other big change, and they looked at how quickly populations recovered, and they computed the frequency of perturbations that occurred over these 30,000 years, and basically conclude that more frequent perturbations coming from environment culture combination actually makes people more resistant, which means they are able to withstand the perturbations better with experience, and also makes them more resilient, which means they recover from the perturbations very well. Is this good news for us? Now the scales are now global. Every population is connected to every other population through information, media, news, economies, exports, imports, and various other direct and indirect impacts. Poor countries haven't contributed to global warming, but they are facing the impacts of climate change, for example. So what does this mean for us? How fast do we respond to crises, and how do we respond? We know that people don't easily move, even if they get it again and again. And adaptation means you have to make such adjustments, and transformational adjustments or transformational adaptations means maybe we have to just move away from the coast when there is sea level rise persisting and getting worse and worse and so on. So there's a lot to learn by looking at our ancestors and their responses, and understand how we are actually equipped to deal with the perturbations and at what time scales we respond. Okay, it's a nice study. Look at it and send me any questions or comments you may have. All right.